Welcome back everyone, Mariah here, and in today's video, I am going to be giving you my Bitcoin price prediction. We're going to be going over the price of other altcoins, and we're also going to be taking a look at the correlation between Bitcoin and the S&P 500, and especially right when the market opens at 9:30 a.m. It is currently 10:38 a.m. Eastern Time. Let's get into it. So I have SPY pulled up here. And you could see that this morning, right when it opened, it dropped. So it opened at approximately 416, and this is the SPY ETF. And within that candle, it went down to 415. And overall on the day, let's go ahead and take a look here. SPY is down about 0.06, 0.08. It just keeps on fluctuating in that range. Okay, we saw crypto pump across the board this morning from mostly Ethereum, saw a huge gain, still up significantly, and Bitcoin was also pumping quite significantly, but Ethereum to BCT is up 7.8% today. So on the 5-minute chart, let's go ahead and find that time when the market opened. So you could see here, right? This right here, this is the 9:30 candle, and you could see basically as soon as the S&P opened and dropped, Bitcoin did the same thing. Let's go ahead and look at the percentage wise between the two and see how that compared. So when we take a look at Bitcoin, it fell about 1.93%. and it bottomed at 10 a.m. So right, it was like the 10 a.m. reversal. If people are not familiar with the 10 a.m. reversal, it's a frequent term used in the stock market where a lot of people actually don't trade until after 10 a.m. because that's when usually the market changes direction. Let's go ahead and see what happened in terms of percentage-wise on SPY. Let's look at the percentage, and let's also see at what time it turned around, if it turned around at all. All right, so you can see here that at 9:30 when it opened, it dropped about, it dropped about 0.36%, which we know, right, SPY isn't nearly as volatile as Bitcoin, but at what time did it bottom? 10 a.m. There's massive correlation still going on between these two markets. So let's go ahead and head back over to Bitcoin and see what's going on there. And I'm gonna go ahead and be making a price prediction of where I see it going next. So let's go ahead and zoom all the way out to the daily chart first. So the good news here is that on the daily chart, Bitcoin has not made, well, if this was a low here, then it did make a lower low. But I think we're gonna see a few more days of pullback. We're Thursday. I think that we have the potential to see some strength going into the weekend. I can't say we're probably gonna see all-time highs, but I do see the possibility of strength going into the weekend. The daily chart still doesn't look all that good. Let's go and look at the 12-hour chart here. 12-hour chart, still hasn't given us any signals of things reversing and headed towards the upside. We're just sort of trading sideways here, and this could go on for ultimately the next week. The 4-hour chart is still trading downwards. If we get if the next candle here, there's this potential here. You see this green, it's kind of headed up in the direction. If it crosses over this red, it could be a really good entry point. There is, 1 hour and 17 minutes left on this particular candle. There's a possibility on the next candle, if we start trading above the high of this candle, 55,469, then that could be a bullish entry point on a Bitcoin. That would be happening in the next 5 hours or so. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart is actually looking a little bit better. This green candle might have been a massive opportunity to get in. We saw a high, a higher low, and a higher high. So there is a possibility that this 1-hour chart is showing some bullish signs. Also, the green moving average crossed over the red, which is also a bullish sign there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 30-minute. We have a high, low, higher high. If Bitcoin can, I would say, stay above 53,135, make a higher low here, and then continue to the upside on the 30-minute chart, that would be really nice. Let's take a look at the 15. 15 is also looking good. So these lower level time frames, we're seeing a momentum shift which can change at any moment, obviously, but it is quite hopeful. The 5-minute chart has headed to the downside and isn't looking all that great, but we'll see how this develops over the next 30 minutes. Ethereum is on fire. A new all-time high today, which is really exciting. Congratulations to everyone. Ethereum has been the single coin that has changed my life when I bought it for $7 in like 2016. For that, I will be forever grateful. In the 8 a.m. hour, we hit the high of $2,595. Pretty amazing. The hourly chart is looking quite overextended. Let's go ahead and zoom out to the daily. So let's take a look here. I mean, honestly, the daily is looking good. The daily chart looks much better on Ethereum than it does on Bitcoin. It is a time right now to be in my opinion, Ethereum. So on the daily chart today, we made a higher high, and I think that there's a point in time during the 2017 bull run where Ethereum just took off a lot faster than Bitcoin. And I think we're about at that time right now. What I'm gonna do at the end of this video is I'm gonna go back to that period of time where Ethereum was seeing a bigger gain over Bitcoin and try to make a comparison to see, maybe that'll kind of give us some clues on where we're at in this current bull cycle. 12-hour chart, looking incredible on Ethereum. Looking really, really nice. 4 hours looking a bit overextended. We might be seeing, a few candles of pullback and then more room to the upside, but we're kind of in a position where, like I said, Ethereum could just keep blowing up. 1 hour is looking really nice. You might see a pullback. I would say if you want to set some buy orders at I would say like 24.74, between there and 2,500, that wouldn't be a bad entry point if we pull back here on the hourly chart. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute, this might just be like a 1 candle pullback and barely a pullback and then more room to the upside. Ethereum is just looking really, really primed right now. The 15-minute chart is also looking really nice. Across the board, Ethereum is just making people a lot of money today. Congratulations to all of the Ethereum holders out there. 5-minute is trading sideways just a little bit. This could be a potential signal that we are headed for more pullback, but it'll be interesting to see if, let's see here, in the next 10 minutes or less, if Ethereum can get over 25.91, I think that would be a huge statement for the 5-minute chart. As you can see here, Ethereum is just smoking Bitcoin, up 7.8% against Bitcoin. I think we might see a little bit of a pullback here, but it did make a higher high. Looking really nice there. Nexo hasn't, gone up nearly as much as the other coins today. I'm gonna go ahead and take a backtrack to the 1 hour chart on Nexo. Not on the 1 hour chart, not a ton of conviction in either direction. A bit neutral, I would say. These candles are looking quite neutral to me. Dogecoin has pulled back a little bit. Link over $40 again. DOT at 35.65. Like I was saying yesterday, I think Link is really just in a position where it's just going to take off in the same manner as BNB did. So this could be Link's time to shine right about now. BNB still at 573. Let's see, what else do we have here? Uniswap having a big day, up 10% at 36.77. Mana at 136. Ethereum Classic also having a massive day, up nearly 20% today. Looking really, really good. That hourly looks amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look at the daily chart here. Yeah, so I mean, this moving average here is holding up the price really quite well. And I think Ethereum Classic is primed to just head very quickly to the upside. Take a quick look at Tesla. Tesla at 744 on the day. Hasn't really moved a ton. Still, honestly, a lot of really good deals. This is kind of random, but I've been kind of keeping an eye on Plug, mainly because I got 1 free Plug stock when I signed up for Robinhood. And so I've been always intrigued by it. And I mean, it hit a high over here of like over $75. It's in the $27 range. Obviously, like, this is something to note here for people that are new when it comes to trading. There's just when it had this huge run up from like 35 to 75, and that was in a short period of time, right? That was January 6th to January 26th, like a 20-day period. There was just no support. There was just no support built in this range, and that's why we're seeing the prices that we're seeing today on plug. So when I might be interested in entering, let's go and take a look at Coinbase, down a little bit at 307. Coinbase is definitely going to correlate with the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for the majority of the time. So I'm just being patient. I think there's going to be a better entry point. If I miss it, I miss it. But you know what? I don't feel like the time is right to get into coin right now. So I'm taking a look here back at 2017 on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. I'm not sure what really happened here. So we're going to ignore that candle. But this right here, June 11th of 17 is when Ethereum was 0.17 against Bitcoin. And so that was June, and the end of the market was in December. So I would say, like, this to me is a sign that we are not necessarily in the June phase, but we're more like I would say that we're on track to top definitely in the fall. So something to really keep in mind. That's when I'm anticipating the cryptocurrency market to top. I'm also anticipating most stocks to top at that time as well. I think that we're going to see a huge pullback in the stock market, and actually I'm considering at that time to potentially be interested in looking at some real estate. I have been really hesitant when it comes to real estate for multiple reasons. I don't want to be tied down to a place, the headaches. If I'm going to buy anywhere, I would want to buy in Puerto Rico. It's very complicated because of the homeowners insurance. People are still waiting to get paid out from Hurricane Maria. The maintenance, the upkeep, all of that stuff. It's really hard to find contractors. It's really hard to find anyone to fix anything around here. So the only reason why I am interested is because I'm actually kind of interested in like doing some of the project myself. I would love how to like tile and just get better at like painting. Like, I love manual labor. So for me, it would be fun. I would love someone to guide me through the process and knows what they're doing, but I don't know if I could find the right person. So that's why I'm sort of interested. Also, I really care a lot about like the space that I'm in, and I don't really care for the space I'm in now. And I am really fed up with the renter's market, and I know that I'm gonna have to buy my own place to get exactly what I want, and to basically like just commit to it and put the work into for exactly what I want. I know that's like the scenario there. So that's like my kind of long-term zoom out of when it comes to my approach to crypto. So that's all I have for you guys today. And as always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.